Okay, come a little closer. What I'm about to show you, well, it's not something you're going to find in any textbook. This is a truth that's been buried, not in some ancient ruins, but inside every single one of us. You see, we're told that we've mapped the human genome, but that's only a tiny part of the story. Together, right now, we're going to peel back the layers of what might be the greatest cover-up in human history.
So get this. This is the official admission. Modern science, in all its gleaming labs and with all its funding, openly confesses that it only understands a mere 2% of our genetic makeup. 2. That leaves this staggering number, 98%, just unaccounted for. A vast, dark continent inside our own cells that they've conveniently labeled as noise, a term that's practically designed to make you stop asking questions.
But here's the thing. Asking what's missing is the wrong question. It assumes it's just a gap in their knowledge. The real question, the one that should keep you up at night, is this. Is it a secret they are actively keeping? What if this 98% isn't a biological dead end? What if it's a locked vault? The real question isn't about what's missing, but what are they hiding in our DNA? And this is their official story. Junk DNA. I mean, listen to that term. It's so sterile, so dismissive. They want you to think it's just a chaotic graveyard of useless evolutionary leftovers. Oh, sure, lately they'll mumble something about non-coding or regulatory functions, just complex-sounding excuses to maintain the facade. But at its core, it's the same old, simple, comfortable story they really want you to believe. But I want you to look again. I mean, really look. Stop seeing it as junk. Start seeing it for what it truly is. A highly advanced encrypted file. A dormant genetic program left behind by entities far, far older and more advanced than we can even begin to imagine. Think about it. Every program has a programmer, right? Every code has an author. To find the architects of our own code, we have to look past a recorded history. We need to look at the prime suspects in this whole genetic mystery. And no, they weren't mythical gods people whispered about in temples. They were master geneticists. We're talking about the Anunnaki, the ancient Sumerian name for those who came from the heavens down to Earth. You have to forget what the history books told you. The proof is literally carved in stone. The ancient Sumerian king lists, these cuneiform tablets that mainstream historians just write off as myth, they document an empire that ruled this planet for an absolutely astonishing 241,000 years. It all started with their first king, Ululam. They were here, they ruled, and then they vanished, leaving behind a very carefully planned legacy. So the inescapable conclusion is this. We didn't just evolve, we were upgraded. All the evidence, when you're finally willing to look at it, points to a single, startling conclusion. We were engineered. We are a hybrid species, created to be a living, breathing bridge between the life that grew on this Earth and the very essence of these celestial watchers. So on one side, you've got the official story. We're just advanced primates. End of story. But on the other, there's the forbidden truth, that our very DNA was imprinted, stamped, with the essence of the Anunnaki themselves. Our biology isn't just a product of Earth, it's a product of the stars. Okay, so the architects are identified. Now we hunt for the evidence. And this isn't just some abstract theory. The proof of their grand experiment is hidden in plain sight. It is the inheritance they locked away inside our very cells, just waiting for the right moment to awaken. And you know what? The code, it's already stirring. We see these flashes of it all throughout history. You see it in the stories of the so-called mysterious children who had inexplicable traits. You see it in certain bloodlines, like those sometimes described as the tall whites or Nordics, these alleged extraterrestrial groups with very distinct features that seem to trace back to off-world origins. And you see it in people today with heightened sensitivities and psychic abilities that justify scientific explanation. These aren't random anomalies. These are glitches in the matrix, signs that the program is finally beginning to run. So let's just be crystal clear. That 98% is not junk. It is the storage drive. It holds the dormant code for the Nephilim bloodline. You know, the legendary offspring of celestial beings and humans. A powerful lineage that still flows within all of us. It's a latent power, a whole operating system just waiting for an activation key. But this raises a really critical question. Why would they leave the code dormant? I mean, why gift us this incredible potential only to lock it away? The answer wasn't left here on Earth. It was written in the cosmos. You see, the timing is everything, and it's all tied to a massive, predictable celestial event. Nearly every single ancient culture on this planet warned us about this. A great cycle, a 26,000-year cosmic clock. And at the end of each cycle, the Earth's energy shifts, and it triggers a great reset. Civilizations fall, and a new world is born from the ashes. Just look around you. All the signs are there. We are standing at the very precipice of that cycle's end right now.
And this is how it's all going to happen. As the cycle turns, the planet's frequency changes. This new vibration, it acts as a cosmic key, and it fits the lock on our so-called junk DNA, unzipping the code and activating our full potential. But this isn't just a biological upgrade, it's the awakening of a higher consciousness for all of us.
And make no mistake about it, there are those in power who know exactly what this is. The elites, the secret keepers, they have known this awakening was coming for generations, and they are absolutely terrified. Because once our true nature is unlocked, their whole systems of control, they become obsolete. They can't hide the truth of who and what we really are anymore.
So this is it. This is the fundamental truth they have tried so hard to hide from you. Your DNA is not just a biological blueprint. It's a star map. It is your birthright. That 98% they dismissed, that they ridiculed, and that they told you to ignore, that is your true inheritance. A gift from the very architects of our being. The evidence is clear. The cosmic cycle, it's turning. The frequency is shifting. The activation, it has already begun. The only question left is the one you have to ask yourself. The code is waking up. Are you?